and welcome to another assembly with myself, Mr. Bennett. Firstly, before we get started, some quick messages. I just firstly want to say thank you to Year 10 for how brilliant you've been on your return to school in the past 3 weeks. We're really looking forward to welcoming Year 12 and Year 9 back in to see you in the flesh. It'll be great over the next 2 weeks to catch up with you all. But on to today's assembly, what I wanted to focus on. I wanted to ask you the question, where have you been this lockdown? Some places you might have been. You could have been travelling the Californian coast. You might have been taking some solitude in at Monsanto's cabin. You could have been experiencing the dull and boring and fed up life in a Pennsylvanian prep school. Like me, you might have been wandering the streets of Sweden, questioning why the way they clear the snow is unfair and unequal. You might have been stuck in Grimmauld Place, trying to work out how you can defeat he who shall not be named. But like myself, recently, you may have been taking a wander through Northern Ireland. You might have been wandering in the wilderness, experiencing nature. Now, lockdown's got me thinking a bit about reading, and I want to think about kind of where is your reading journey taken you? Where have you been in lockdown? Are you still nervous about stepping out of your front door? Are you in a position where you've not picked up a book on your reading journey whatsoever? You haven't looked at anything throughout lockdown? Are you wandering the streets of your local town, starting to explore some books, but wanting to get a little bit deeper? Or are you deep in the wilderness, exploring new books, blogs, and reading new articles? I was thinking about reading and talking to a number of members of staff, and on Friday, I asked each of the members of staff that I was speaking to in the day what they thought about reading and some of the books that they might recommend, or a little message about their reading journey. And here's some of the responses that I had.
Hi everyone, just wanted to say what my favourite book is at the moment. It's The Boy, the Mole, the Fox and the Horse. I find this an absolutely inspiring book at these very surreal times. It's a very straightforward book, but really with a lot of depth. You'll love this book.
Hi everyone, just a quick recommendation for your summer reading. If you have lots of books already and you feel you can't find a space for another one or time for another one, you always have time for Skellig by David Armand. It's beautiful, it's really profound, very moving, and it's also very short. So happy reading everyone.
So I don't know about you guys, but I'm a really big reader. I love reading every single day. I find that it's a really nice escapism. It's better than just sitting in front of the TV. But I found with lockdown that actually my routine was changing. I'd gone from reading every single day to, I don't know, my day just totally changed and I stopped reading quite so much. So Mrs. Mottram and I have started our own little book club and we are reading the books together. Mrs. Mottram's pick was The Family Upstairs, and I have to say I'm hooked. I'm really, really enjoying it. It's a page turner, and it's been really, really nice to get me back into that routine of reading every day because I had missed it.
One recommendation from me as a book to read that I think would stand for all ages, and by that I mean not just from Key Stage 3, Key Stage 4, Key Stage 5, but right up to parents and grandparents, would be Monster Calls by Patrick Ness. A beautiful and powerful story, and one that's worth us all reading.
The book that I'm going to recommend to you is a book called Pen and Ink Drawing, A Simple Guide by Alfonso Dunn, and this is what it looks like. The reason why I like this book, it's not your typical reading book, but it shows you how to create illustrations and pictures by using ink. So you'd have to use something like this, like a fine liner pen. Alfonso Dunn is really famous because he's got a YouTube channel that shows you how to draw, how to do particular ink strokes. It's a really good book. I'm just going to show you a couple of the pages within the book that I really love. So on these 2 pages here, he shows you how to draw animals, the different ways that you could do that, with all the different strokes and how you can use your pen to get the different textures as well. Absolutely fantastic book, absolutely worth its money. So if I was going to recommend one book, it would be Pen and Ink Drawing, A Simple Guide by Alfonso Dunn.
So you'll have spotted there that our last clip was from our brilliant librarian, Mr. Sheehan. If you're in year 7 to 9, you have to check out his book club in Google Classrooms and also the click and collect library service that's available to you. You can find out more about that from your Google Classrooms year group pages, but also from the library Twitter account, which I'd encourage you to follow, which is at PHS_library. So as I leave this assembly, I want to think about how you can make reading work for you. Now, for some of us, it's a challenge to find the time, and in my day-to-day, before lockdown, I was struggling to pick up a physical book, and I used an app called Audible to do lots of my reading on my commute. Lots of you will know I drive for miles to work. And the Audible app is absolutely fantastic, and one thing that's happening at the moment is, throughout the pandemic, it's been free to young people to use. So I will put a link down in the description so that you can check out Audible and hopefully download some free audiobooks if that's a better way for you to be getting reading. Sometimes it's a great way to get back into things. For example, the Harry Potter books, all read by Stephen Fry, absolute gold. Now, I'll leave you with this message. Now's a great time to jump into a book with both feet. I don't know, does that sound odd? Now's a great time to get stuck into a book. So get reading, take care, and stay safe.